Hello there once again. It's good to be back. Mga 3 araw o 4 na yata na hindi ako nakapagpatuloy sa aking pag-vlog. At gaya ng aking ipinangako sa inyo na ating pong subaybayan ang mga 10 magagandang lugar po dito sa Chicago, Illinois. May iba dito na napuntahan ko na, may iba din na hindi pa. Kaya po atin pong tuklasin ang 10 magagandang lugar po dito sa Chicago, Illinois. Gaya ng aking ipinangangako ko sa inyo. Halipot tayo at ating panoorin.
Hi guys, and our number one attraction in Chicago is Millennium Park. It's actually hard to believe that this thing didn't even exist 20 years ago, but now it has become the tourist magnet of Chicago.
It's really a remarkable gateway to the city. The Bean, also known as Cloud Gate, is an incredible piece of artwork that reflects the entire skyline of the city. Millennium Park is a year-round kind of venue where you can ice skate in the wintertime.
And then just behind the beam is the pavilion made by Frank Gehry, the architect who made the Museum of Bilbao, and it's just so weird.
Well, it also very nicely complements the Bean because the two are very reflective, particularly at night. I really like going down there to see concerts.
And then just next to the beam, you have the Crown Fountain. It's also a very unique experience. You got those two fountains that are facing each other, and you have the faces that are constantly changing.
In the hot summer days, people love to come down there and cool off. And you have these enormous faces of local citizens that volunteer to have their faces filmed, and the water come from people's mouths, almost like they're spitting onto the crowd.
So, yun po ang Millennium Park. Actually, nakapunta po kami dyan ng aking misis. Noong mga pagdating namin dito, July. Mga month of August yata. Nakapunta kami doon kasi sinamahan kami ng aming mga mabutihing kaibigan dito po sa Chicago, Illinois. Na sila po Daniel at sa kanyang asawa. At mga ganun, mga 4-5 lang po kami. So, yun po. At napuntahan po namin yung tinatawag nila na The Bean or Cloud, ano yun? Cloud, sabi nila Cloud Gate, ganun. Actually, sayang, lang kami doon, TikTok. Tapos, ginawa namin background yung The Bean. Hindi kami talaga nakapunta doon sa ilalim kasi pandemya eh. Kaya po sayang. Kaya meron pa namang ibang mga araw at namin pong mapuntahan muli itong The Bean. Maganda po kasi doon kasi para siyang park. Isa sa pinakamalaking park dito po sa Chicago, Illinois. Yan po ang una. Patuloy po tayo.
Number 2 on our list is the Maggie Daly Park. Is just very close to Millennium Park, and if you have kids, that should be one of the prime attractions you should go to. It's basically an amusement park, but it's completely free, and you have hundreds of kids that enjoy themselves on the park. The Maggie Daly Park has attractions for all ages. You got for the really small ones, and then for the mid-age kids, so everybody is going to enjoy themselves over there.
And what is really spectacular about this park is that you also have the skyline, and it connects directly to Millennium Park. So you can take a short walk across the BP Bridge.
And the BP Bridge is a good complement to the Frank Gehry architecture. It's super shiny. It's got this very weird shape, like a kind of a snake shape. It's a really interesting experience. So our number 3 place is the Chicago Riverwalk. The Riverwalk as well is fairly new, and now all of a sudden it's also becoming a crowd favorite. It's super vibrant. You got restaurants on the side. There's just so much life on the water. Back in the days, we used to tell our guests to take the architectural cruise, and now that the Riverwalk is there, you can actually just see all the buildings just from the river without having to pay for the river cruise.
Speaking of Riverwalk, sa Manila, para lang yung yung tinatawag nilang Baywalk. Yun. Dito mayroon naman ditong Riverwalk. Nakapunta din kami dyan ng aking misis nung kami ay nag-anniversary. Gabi yun. Kaya pagpunta namin, mga talagang walang tao. Kami lang dalawa. Pero maganda yung view niya. Tapos para ka magaganda doon, meron dong mga malalaking yacht ng mga businessman dito po sa Chicago, Illinois. At saka gaya ng sinabi ko na pandemya, kaya kami lang dalawa naging misis nakapunta doon kasi parang wala talaga masyadong tao. Pero sa aking base ko sa aking pagkapunta doon, talagang maganda. Gabi pa yon, daming mga ilaw makikita mo doon. Talagang kung makapunta kayo dito, dapat yan isa sa inyong puntahan, yung Riverwalk na dito po sa Chicago, Illinois.
And at the corner of the river and Michigan Avenue, you got the Tribune Tower.
Probably one of the landmark buildings in the city. The things that are embedded into the Tribune Tower come from the Great Wall, the Cologne Cathedral.
And our absolute favorite building in Chicago is the Aqua.
This spectacular building designed by our homegrown architect, Jeannie Gang.
And then at the end of the river, close to the lake, is the Centennial Plaza. And every hour on top of the hour,
You'll see a water cannon that shoots water across the river.
Number 4 on our list is the lakefront. Chicago has the most beautiful skyline in the world, and the best place to watch the skyline is from a boat if you can. But even if you don't have a boat, you can also get a great skyline from the museum campus. Between the aquarium and the planetarium, you have this amazing view of the entire skyline with the Sears Tower all the way to the Navy Pier.
Another spot that has a fantastic view of the city is Buckingham Fountain, especially at night when it lights up. It's coordinated to music.
The other thing that's great about Chicago is the beaches. When you think of Chicago, you don't really think of Chicago as a beach resort because it's inland, but we have Lake Michigan. It's exactly like the ocean, except it doesn't smell like salt.
Chicago's lakefront is really enormous. It spans more than 20 miles. There are so many gems along the way, and much of it you can navigate just by bike.
So fifth on our list is Michigan Avenue.
Michigan Avenue is the high street of Chicago.
And Michigan Avenue is famous for its shopping. All the big brands are there.
The other thing that makes Michigan Avenue really unique is the way it connects across the river down to Millennium Park.
Oh, so yung mga taong mga mahilig ng mga shoppers out there. Yan po ang ating magandang lugar sa Chicago, Illinois. Meron din tayong mga mapupuntahan na yung gaya yung mga social na bilihin. Nandun po sa downtown Chicago.
And my favorite place to shop on Michigan Avenue is the Water Tower place. I love the fountains on the escalators on the way there. And my favorite place at the Water Tower is the Lego store. And I especially like that big dragon that spans from one end of the store to the other.
I really love the history of Water Tower Place. The water towers there are original to the city. It's one of the only things that survived the Great Chicago Fire.
And then close to the water tower is the John Hancock, and from the top of the John Hancock you have the best view of the city. On the 95th floor you have the signature room. That's probably the only thing on our list that is not free, but it's just a bar and you just pay your drink just like at any other bar. But once you get your drink, you have this incredible view of the loop, of the lake, of the river, of Lincoln Park on the north side. So just for the price of a drink, you get the best view in the city.
We just had the most amazing family vacation. Let's go! Oh my god!
This is gorgeous!
Meron pang advertisement. Itong Lincoln Park sa Chicago ay ito po yung sa atin Sa amin sa Cebu is Cebu Zoo. Parang gano'n ho. Tsaka yung una kong pagkabigkas nito, akala ko Lincoln Park. Di pala. Lincoln kasi yung presidente dito, si Lincoln. Yung ano nga yung full name nun sa presidente namin noon dito. Kaya ginawa siyang Lincoln Park dahil sa kanya. Yan po. Si ano pala, Lincoln Abraham. Yun. Kaya ipinangalan yung Lincoln na Lincoln Park.
Right in the middle of the city, we have this zoo that is free, and you got all the animals you would expect. You got lions, you got leopards, they have tons of apes and monkeys, and you have gorillas, you have chimpanzees. It's always a kid's favorite.
So Lincoln Park Zoo has everything that every little kid would want to see. Zebras and kangaroos, camels and alpacas.
And also birds of prey like those huge vultures. And it's got a great displays of Arctic animals like penguins, polar bears, and seals.
Just next to the zoo is the Lincoln Park Conservatory, where you'll find every type of plant species that you can imagine in one place.
It's like a huge greenhouse, and when you're inside, it feels like the jungle is.
So yung mga gustong puntahan yung mga kamag-anak natin sa zoo, nandiyan po, isa na po ako doon. Di po, manood pa tayo to.
It's actually great to go there in the winter, during the Chicago winter, and you got palm trees and you got coconut trees.
My favorite time to go to the conservatory is in the spring when they have all of the flower exhibits.
And just north of Lincoln Park is number 7 on our list, the neighborhood of Wrigleyville.
There's nothing like going to Wrigley Field and having a brat and a beer and some peanuts on a sunny day and watching a game.
So obviously going to Wrigley Field is not.
Ito pala yung isa sa pinaka mahilig ng mga tao dito sa Chicago, Illinois ay yung baseball. Yan po ang isa sa mga tinaguri nilang mga tourist spot. Ginawa nila yung isa sa mga yung gustong puntahan o yung mga gusto nyong puntahan ng mga laro. Isa po yung baseball dito. Kagaya ni my idol Michael Jordan bago siya nagiging pumunta sa NBA, 'di ba? Dati ay nag-baseball muna siya. O sa kalagitnaan ba 'yon? Ewan ko, nakalimutan ko yung idol ko. So dito ang pinaka unang gusto ng mga tao dito sa Chicago, Illinois ay yung mga gaya niya ng mga baseball. Ayan po. Ewan ko kung anong pangalawa, pero ako basketball talaga.
Free, but what's free is hanging around the stadium. The thing that's kind of unique about Wrigley Field is that it's a downtown stadium. It's surrounded by bars and restaurants, and it's super lively on game day. Just a great experience.
They've also invested a lot of money in building a number of new facilities around the ballpark to just enhance the experience.
You have all the statues of all the legends of the Cubs. That stadium has always been awesome inside, but it used to be a dump outside, and they spent a lot of money renovating it. It's actually really nice now.
Yeah.
And on the south side of the city is number 8 on our list, Hyde Park. Hyde Park is the home of the University of Chicago, and it's a really nice campus, the exact traditional campus that you think of when you think of a prestigious university.
Rockefeller Chapel is a beautiful example of a Gothic church brought to the United States. Just a beautiful chapel.
And then if you're in Hyde Park, you should also go see the Roby House by Frank Lloyd Wright. And then number 9 on our list is the Baha'i Temple. Technically, the Baha'i Temple is not in Chicago, it's in Evanston, but you can go there with the L, so we just decided to put it on the list because it's such an incredible place.
The Baha'i Temple is one of the most beautiful buildings that I've ever seen. I love the fact that it represents all of the world's religions. You feel a real sense of peace when you walk around it, and the gardens and fountains around it really add to the serenity of the place.
It's kind of a little Taj Mahal right here in Chicago.
It took, I think, 40 years to build build the Baha'i temple, and it's the only one in North America.
And 10th on our list is Navy Pier. We had to put Navy Pier on the list because, after all, it's the most visited attraction in Chicago. But we never take anybody to Navy Pier. We never go there. I just don't get it.
I like looking at Navy Pier from a distance and seeing the Ferris wheel, but I hate going there just because of the crowds. It's very congested.
There's
Yan lang po siguro. Yung 10 magagandang lugar po dito sa Chicago, Illinois. Yan po. At stay tuned po kayo kasi isa-isahin ko yung mga 10 magaganda na lugar dito sa Chicago. Gaya ng Lincoln Park, yung gaya yung Millennium Park sa itong The Bean, ay iisa-isahin po natin lahat yan. Pinakita ko lang sa inyo yung 10 magagandang lugar dito. Actually, hindi lang 10. Marami pa. Marami pang magaganda. Kaya, stay tuned lang kayo. Just follow me and I will show you the 10 beautiful places here in Chicago, Illinois. And by the way, I'm RG Tan. Ako pala ay isang Pinoy factory worker, naka-base dito sa Chicago. And my channel is Bisaya Couple TV. And see you to the next vlog. Babu!